Who is Ebrahim Raisi? How powerful he was? Why is he important for Iran and the Middle Eastern countries? Why is he called the Butcher of Tehran? Let's see the quick history of Ebrahim Raisi in this video. Hello friends. Welcome back to FUNinfotime. Remember to click like and leave comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more entertaining and informative videos. Ebrahim Raisi Sadati, also known as Ebrahim Raisi, was an Iranian politician who served as the 8th president of Iran from 2021 until he died in 2024. A conservative and a Muslim legal expert, he became president after winning the 2021 election. Ebrahim Raisi was born on December 14, 1960, in the Noghan district of Mashhad, to a family of clerics. His father, Sayyid Haji, died when Raisi was 5 years old. He completed his primary education in religious schools in a major center for Islamic studies in Iran. Raisi claims to have earned a doctorate in private law from Motahari University, but this has been disputed. In early 1981, he became the prosecutor of Karaj. Later, he also became the prosecutor of Hamadan, working in both cities at the same time, even though they were over 300 kilometers apart. After 4 months, he was promoted to prosecutor of Hamadan province. In 1985, he was appointed deputy prosecutor of Tehran and moved to the capital. By early 1988, Ruhollah Khomeini took notice of him and gave him special authority, separate from the judiciary, to handle legal issues in provinces like Lorestan, Semnan, and Kermanshah. The 1988 executions of Iranian political prisoners were a series of government-led killings across Iran, starting on July 19, 1988, and lasting about 5 months. Ebrahim Raisi, often called the Butcher of Tehran, was part of the 4-person committee responsible for these executions, earning the group the nickname Death Committee. Most of the victims were supporters of the People's Mujahideen of Iran, but members of other leftist groups like the Fedayeen and the Tudeh party were also killed. Amnesty International reported that many victims were tortured and treated cruelly. Estimates of the death toll vary, with Amnesty International saying thousands were killed, while former Supreme Leader Khomeini's deputy, Hussein Ali Montazeri, estimated between 2,800 and 3,800. Another estimate suggests the number could be over 30,000. Due to the high number of executions, prisoners were loaded onto forklifts in groups of 6 and hanged from cranes every half hour. After Khomeini died and Ali Khamenei became the new supreme leader, Raisi was appointed as Tehran's prosecutor by the new Chief Justice, Mohammad Yazdi. He held this position for 5 years from 1989 to 1994. In 1994, he became the head of the General Inspection Office. From 2012 to 2021, he also served as the Special Clerical Court Prosecutor, appointed by Supreme Leader Sayyid Ali Khamenei. Earlier in his career, Raisi was the prosecutor of Hamadan province from 1982 to 1984. Additionally, he has held positions on the Supreme Council of Cyberspace, the Monetary and Credit Council, and the Anti-Corruption Headquarters. In February 2017, Raisi was chosen as one of the presidential candidates by the Popular Front of Islamic Revolution Forces, Jamna. The Front of Islamic Revolution Stability also supported his candidacy. He received 38.30% of the votes but lost to the incumbent president, Rouhani, coming in second place. Raisi ran for president again in 2021 and won, with a 48.8% voter turnout and 63% of the votes going to him. He was officially appointed as president on August 3, 2021, by Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. In his inauguration speech, Raisi said his government would try to lift US sanctions on Iran but would not let foreigners control the country's economy. He took the oath of office in August 2021, and India was one of the few countries invited to the ceremony. After the Taliban took control of Kabul, Raisi said the American withdrawal gave Afghanistan a chance to stabilize, and Iran would support this. He called for an inclusive government and urged for elections to form a new Afghan government quickly. Raisi also said Iran would not allow any terrorist groups, like ISIS, to operate near its border and use it to attack other nations. He stressed the need for the Taliban to create an inclusive government. In March 2022, Raisi pledged support for Russia during its invasion of Ukraine. From February 14 to 17, 2023, Raisi visited China and met with Xi Jinping, signing 20 cooperation agreements to strengthen ties between their countries. Recently, India signed a 10-year agreement to develop and run Iran's strategic Chabahar port, despite US sanctions threats, showing New Delhi's support under Raisi's leadership. In April 2022, Raisi warned that Iran would target Israel if it made any hostile moves against Iran. In a September interview, he criticized the Abraham Accords and called Israel a false regime, threatening cities like Tel Aviv and Haifa. He stated that the only solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is the creation of a Palestinian state, from the river to the sea. In 2017, he said he would increase the monthly state benefits, which are currently Rs. 450,000 per person, 3 times to fight corruption and make 6 million jobs. In government media, Raisi stated that nobody should take away the freedom and rights of girls and women. He said that talking about culture and economy without including women is not complete. He stressed that women's rights come from God, and the government should not only protect these rights but also help them grow. He mentioned that women have a lot of talent, creativity, and initiative that can be used in many areas where their role is currently limited. Several sources have said that Raisi could become the next supreme leader of Iran after Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. In 2019, Syed Golkar of Al Jazeera said Raisi is the most likely person to succeed Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. During Raisi's term, Iran intensified uranium enrichment, hindered international inspections, and supported Russia in its invasion of Ukraine. Additionally, Iran launched a missile and drone attack on Israel during the Gaza conflict and continued arming proxy groups like Hezbollah and the Houthi movement. Sadly, on May 19, 2024, Raisi's helicopter crashed near Julfa town, close to the border with Azerbaijan, and he passed away. Iran's foreign minister, Hossein Amir Abdollahian, and some other officials also lost their lives in the accident. Iran's news agency, Mehr News, stated that Raisi was killed in the crash. Raisi is the second Iranian president to die while in office. The first was Mohammad Ali Rajai, who died in a bombing in 1981. Raisi's body has now been recovered from the crash site. There is no doubt that Ebrahim Raisi's sudden death will have a big impact on the Iranian government and its people.